Hey there everyone, this is Carrie with Any Day Blessings, and today I have my first product to show you in my Lighten and Brighten series. If you missed the introduction video, I will leave a card up above, somewhere up here, letting you know what this series is about. Basically, it's just a way for me to share things that I have found with you, probably about 24 different things, in quick little, I'm hoping quick, short 5-minute videos, to help you lighten and brighten your homeschool days. If you've gotten to the point where you feel overwhelmed, perhaps you overplanned or you planned things that your kids are just really having a challenge getting through each day, I hope some of these ideas will help lighten and brighten your homeschool day. These are also great ideas for gifts, so definitely be sure to subscribe. I have about 24 videos that I'm going to be popping up here over the next couple weeks, and I hope that some of these will be a blessing to your home. So the first one I'm going to show you, the first thing is Extreme Dot-to-Dot Puzzle Books from Mindware. This one is around the USA, but they have lots of different topics, science, geography, history, all sorts of things that could really, you really could just get like the whole set of them and just know that you're probably gonna be able to fit them in throughout your kids' education, because they really are just a wide variety of topics, you know, so you'll hit all of these topics, I'm sure, as your child goes on. They are recommended for grades 3 and up, and they have anywhere from 400 to 1400 dots per puzzle. So that means these dots are super tiny. So I was really surprised at the amount of focus my son showed when he was doing these, because sometimes if something seems hard or like a task seems long, he kind of loses interest at the beginning before he even starts, but he was so excited to open this up. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that picture I posted when he opened this on the first day of school, and he was just thrilled. Now what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to tell you how we plan to use this, and then I'm going to tell you some additional ideas that we may try or that you could try in your homeschool. So with these puzzle books, and I am going to get more as we go and study different topics, but this year we're studying U.S. geography, so that's why we have this one. But I am going to just add these to just my son's regular puzzle basket, book basket, that he can just pull out anytime he wants. So this is something that we use as just a fun, you can use it anytime you want in your free time sort of thing. He has a limit on screen time, and sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate with him going outside, and he just likes to have a variety of different activities that he can do when he's not doing those two things, which would probably be his favorite, going outside and playing with screens. So I'm glad that going outside is at least one of his favorite things, and he does spend quite a bit of time out there, but you know, we can't always go outside because of the weather. So it's nice to have a few inside things that aren't screen related, and so we just let him have this whenever he wants. Now you could, as Timberdoodle does, you could schedule this as part of your regular homeschool lesson plan. This one in particular, I believe, is part of the 6th grade curriculum package that Timberdoodle produces or puts together, and so this would actually be part of your school day. So your child could do could do this puzzle, excuse me, and then discover, kind of like as an icebreaker or an interest grabber at the beginning of the lesson, they could do the puzzle and then discover through the solutions manual in the back, they could discover what they are going to be learning about. Oh, the sun has just come out apparently. So in the back there is a solutions manual with a picture and telling you what it is. There also is a little, where is it at? Down here it tells you how many dots are in the puzzle. My son likes to know that ahead of time, so I actually will write, I think I've done that on one of them up here. I will actually write the number, oh yeah I have, see right here. I've written the number of dots so he knows about how much longer till he's done. Because sometimes, you know, like if it's like 1,000 something, he might want to break it into 2 settings, but if it's like in the 400 to 600, I notice he just plows through and does the whole thing. I can show you one that he's done. I have written a complete blog post because for a variety of reasons, my YouTube videos tend to get interrupted and restarted, and like this one I've restarted several times due to construction noise outside and kiddos and dogs. So I don't really know if I've told you everything in the video that actually gets published to you. So I do have a complete blog post that's a thoughtful, thought out written review that I will also link below in the description. So I will show some pictures there as well of my son working on this and the completed puzzles, but here is one that he's completed. This one was the Kentucky Derby. So you see the little horse. It's hard to really see on the screen. I find it easier like when you hold it really far back and you can see the picture. That's usually what I do for my son so he can discover what he's drawn. So you could have your kid work on this at the beginning, like before you even teach the lesson, and it does tell you, you know, what the puzzles are back here, so you can know ahead of time what they are, and if it's something that you're going to be introducing in the lesson, you could use this as an interest grabber and have them sit down, take 15-20 minutes, and do the puzzle, and then kind of bring up the topic of what you're going to be talking about that day. You could also use this to replace coloring pages or journaling pages that you may have in your current curricula. If you have something where you have to journal and draw in like a history notebooking sort of thing or a science notebooking journal, and your child doesn't really like drawing, or they maybe have some trouble drawing, maybe they don't enjoy the coloring pages that come with a lot of those notebooking journals. My son is one. He does not like coloring at all. He really does not like coloring. He likes drawing, and he likes, you know, dot to dots and things like that, but he does not like coloring per se. So you could have your child do the puzzle and then take this page out, or maybe photocopy it first or something. I don't know what would work, because they are back to back, so you probably would have to photocopy it after you do it, and then put it into your history notebook or your science journal, and then have your child do their journaling next to it. So in lieu of coloring a page or drawing something, you could do a dot to dot and use that as your illustration for your journal entry for the day. You could also use, and this is an idea I'm really excited about, because if you saw my last video, timelines are not our friends here. My son does not really enjoy making them, and they seem to really be labor intensive, and I'm not really sure of what you're getting from actually making them. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my last video, because I kind of describe our little, you know, drama, well, not really drama, but just our issue with timelines and why we struggle with them. But I have an idea here. If you see these little the sun has come out. Okay, making some tricky lighting here. But here is, I don't know why there's a line there. That's really weird. Maybe it's my camera. Okay, so here is, no, that's not it. Here is a box around the video. Do you see the box? That, I'm actually thinking of photocopying these and cutting out around those lines and using these as timeline cards for when we do like history, like ancient history, or something else down the road. I mean, we're not going to make a timeline probably in the next 2 years or so, 2 or 3 years, because my son really doesn't enjoy them at all. And so I have found some solutions for that I shared in my last video that are beautiful, beautiful timeline books. I love them. So that's what we're using for timelines for the near future. But looking ahead, or maybe as a suggestion for one of you, you can have your child do the dot to dot and then copy and cut out these little solution cards and use those to paste across your wall or in a book, a timeline book or book of centuries for your timeline entry. So if you have a child that, you know, likes the drawing part, maybe would like the dot to dot part, but the writing part is kind of hard for them, or they don't know what to write, or you just aren't necessarily looking to add in more writing or copy work, you could have your child just take what's here, take what's in the solutions manual, or the solutions section. They have a little blurb. It's not really long. It's just like about a paragraph here, and it gives the historical significance or the scientific significance if you're doing one of their science dot to dot. So just an idea, just something that I kind of thought of as I was reviewing and looking over this and coming up with ways to use it. I'd like to try and find as many ways to use something as I can to get the most out of it, because I don't like to buy a lot of things. I like to make one resource do multiple things for me. And so that was actually why I took the time to read this and really look at it and try and find other ways to use a dot to dot than just a fun free time, thing. So those are some of the ideas I came up with how to use this. I do suggest that you head over to Timberdoodle's website to check out all the different ones that they have in case they fit into what you're doing. If you need just to ditch the timelines, if you need to ditch the illustrating, journaling type of things and incorporate this into it a little bit, it's there. Go do it. I really think if you can make a change that lightens your load as a mom and brightens your kid's face, you should do it. Especially when, I really don't know, I should have looked up the price, but I believe these are like $8, I think. $8 a piece. So for $8, if you can do those things for your homeschool, do it. So the links all will be below. I hope that made sense. Like I said, YouTube videos are really hard for me with just things in the house and restarting the videos and not knowing what I said. So I hope this made sense and I hope it's helpful. It's twice as long as I wanted it to be because I forget what I say and I probably re-say things. But hopefully it was helpful to you. Please check it out at the links below and let me know if you have used this, and be sure to subscribe so that you can see the next video. I think I'm going to do something to do with painting and art next that we found that was a major sanity saver here. So be sure to stick around for that. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.